current events, gives you updates on stuff. Candidate forms and things like that. It's nothing advertising. We don't ask for a penny. It's just good information. We have a special presentation for the Maxie Sorianto and the Gray County Sheriff's Department. Just real quickly, we're real big supporters of law enforcement or Sheriff's Department. They've done an extremely good job for Gray County. A lot of times they don't get the credit they get. They just get news and they get in the newspaper for things that don't go right. So there's a lot more good than bad on that. And what we'd like to do is just ask Maxie to come up. We're going to present him a plaque for Maxie and the Gray County Sheriff's Department. Okay, it says in appreciation of Sheriff Maxie Sorianto and Gray County Sheriff's Department. Thank you for your outstanding service to the citizens of Gray County. It's from We the People and Longview Tea Party. We were going to give this in October, but Maxie had some other things come up, and we have to delay it to this time. So we appreciate him being here, and we appreciate not just Maxie, but the whole Sheriff's Department for the wonderful work they do. We'd like to see if we can get Maxie in here. We'd like to get a quick picture of Maxie with the people. It's not me giving the presentation. It's you. This is your group. So everybody, 1, 2, 3, clap for Maxie. 1, 2, 3. And I'd just like to ask you, when you see Maxie's name in the newspaper because something in the jail happened, please say a silent prayer for Maxie because he really does a good job. He's really trying.
Thank you.
Okay, guest speaker tonight will be Mr. Avi Limkin. Okay, you met him back on the table back here. He's from the Dallas area. He's a resident. Oh, this is kind of new to me. He's a resident of Dallas and Israel. He's actually running for a position in the Israeli parliament. He'll tell you a little bit about that. His topic's going to be Iran, ISIS rivalry, how it affects the world. He's got a multitude of things going on. Okay, there's just a ton of stuff. He has a table back here to your back left, back there with all kind of information on it, stuff for sale. It's very timely with this radical Islamic terrorism that's come up. And this stuff is almost getting to where we expect it every couple of weeks, if not more. He has books. He's traveled around the world. He was just up in Vancouver last week doing some discussions like this. So please, you'll be hearing about his talk. If you have questions at the end, if we have time, we'll take questions. Dynamic speaker, and again, we're very blessed to get him here. Cindy does a great job getting these speakers for you. It's difficult, and she really works her buns off for that. So anyway, there's something to look forward to. Okay, and when you walked in, you got one of these gizmos. Everybody got one? Hopefully, if you didn't get one, I've got a spare one here, and we'll give it to you. Anyway, it has meeting stuff, information on it, stuff we kind of talk about. Our next meeting in January is going to be a debate between David Watts and Jay Dean for the District 7 House seat, which is here for Longview and Kilgore. It's going to be, the debate has changed. We changed it to get better parking for more people and everything because parking is a little tough around here. So the debate will be held Tuesday, January 5th. It's up on this piece of paper, on the yellow piece of paper. Please mark your calendars for the debate. It's going to be Oakland Heights Baptist Church, down on Judson. Please mark that. Please don't come by and go, Monday night, where are you folks? So it's going to be Tuesday night, the 5th, down at Oakland Heights Baptist Church. Same 7 to 8:30. The format's going to be kind of like they come in, they have a list of questions both answer, they both ask each other their own questions they bring, and then questions from the audience that they both answer. It's strictly timed because, in about 1 minute you should be able to give us an answer. We want to have as many questions as possible answered. So that's going to be our debate in January. February, we have another debate between David Simpson, Brian Hughes, and a new entry, James Red Brown. This is for Senate District 1, which represents our East Texas area. This was Kelvin Eltief's seat that he no longer is going to be running for. Now we're going to be co-sponsoring this with East Texans for Liberty, kind of out of the Gilmer area. We're going to hold this at the Reserve. Not here, but at the Reserve down on 259. It's got a lot of places as we expect that to be a lot more packed. 7 to 8:30. So it's going to be February 1st, 2016. It's the first Monday of each month is our meeting. We happen to push that January one, the Tuesday, because that's when the church was available. So same thing, we're gonna do the questions submitted, we're gonna do candidates ask each other questions, and then from the audience. Everything's strictly timed for as many answers and questions as possible. Okay, toys for children in need. Lewis, where's my able associate Lewis here is going to hold up some of the toys. This is something that Cindy wanted to try this year, wanted to do. We're actually collecting toys for the Women's Center of East Texas. These are women that have nowhere to go because they've had domestic violence. Some have been human trafficking. This is really kind of a sad case. These are kids that are there with their mothers and they have nowhere else to go. So we're trying to say that we'd like to be a little more compassionate. We've had some of these toys donated. We'd like to see. What's that? Okay, you got a fire truck. Anyway, there's some toys. It's on the sheet of paper. It's on this flyer here. This top one right here. So take a look at it. If you touch your heart that you'd like to help us out, you can. We need the toys by another week and a half. Call Cindy on that number. We will come pick it up. If you can bring it, that's fine. We'll come pick it up. We're going to take it up to the shelter. It's just a gift from you to them. We're just going to be the middleman. So it's a great cause. These kids are there because of domestic violence and problems, and it just makes their Christmas a little nicer. So if you can do something, it'd be really appreciated. All right, where's Waldo? I can't help you with Waldo, but I can help you with where's Cindy. For those of you that aren't here, this is my wife. She's usually the one that's out there, the pretty little blonde. She does all the stuff, and I'm just the table guy. And she makes me call. Okay, Cindy is in Iowa. She went up with 4 other ladies from Longview. They went to Camp Cruz. Now, let me make sure you understand this. We do not support candidates as the Longview We the People or Tea Party. We do not support candidates. We will not endorse candidates. Okay, we will not tell you who to vote for or anything like that. That's none of our business. We just give you facts. We give you information. You make your own mind up. Cindy has elected that she would like to see Cruz as president, as an individual. Same with these other 4 ladies. They went up in her car. They drove up to Camp Cruz, which is an old dormitory, school dormitory that they house these ladies in, about 50 people. And they are doing block walking and phone banking and things like that for Ted Cruz. They have a firm belief in Ted Cruz. They left Thursday. They're coming back this Thursday. They're going to be gone 8 days. Everything is paid for by them, us, them. Cruz just has a place for them to sleep. That's it. So Iowa caucuses are February 5th. So that's where they are. That's where Waldo is. There's the 5 ladies. Cindy happens to be the second from the right. That's my bride who started your tea party right there. We're up there in the Cruz there. This is when they had a Fox News presentation. He did something on Camp Cruz or something like that. Anyway, there's 3 of them in the crowd. Cindy and one of the other ladies didn't make it. They said they were just dog tired that night when they came to recruit. Anyway, there's the announcement for there. This is the phone banking up there with, I guess, the Cruz symbol. Okay, there's one of the members with Ted. Ted was there, and he's very personable from what Cindy was saying. And I didn't get the one where they're all sitting there in their jackets and everything, because it is a heat wave up there. It's like 45 to 50. And they said this is an incredible heat wave, so they're lucky. So they're not sitting up there freezing, because I guarantee you my wife hates the cold. She's the original Chilly Willy. And for her to go up to Iowa is dedication. The only thing I'd like to ask is, those 5 went up to Iowa. They drove up there, their own money, 8 days, out of town, living in a kind of a dormitory type setting. What are you going to do for candidates of your choice? You don't have to go to Iowa. You can do it here. That's what they're willing to do. They're willing to march to the sound of the guns, to do what they feel is right, to do what they think they need to do. I'm just asking you, can you do something here? You can do it for Ted, but you can even do it here. Please consider that. We have a raffle, a jacket right here. Where's my Turner?